Thomas is a tank engine who lives at a big station on the island of Sodor. He's a cheeky little engine with 6 small wheels, a short stumpy funnel, a short stumpy boiler, and a short stumpy dome. He's a fussy little engine too, always pulling coaches about ready for the big engines to take on long journeys. I spend my time pulling coaches about ready for you to take out on journeys. The other engines laughed. Why can't I pull passenger trains too? You're too impatient, they said. You'd be sure to leave something behind. Rubbish. I'd like to teach those trucks a lesson, said Thomas the tank engine. Soon came the alarm. James is off the line. The breakdown train, quickly. Thomas was coupled on and off they went. Thomas worked his hardest. Hurry, 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 he puffed. He wasn't pretending to be like Gordon. He really meant it. Bother those trucks and their tricks. I hope poor James isn't hurt. He tried to move, but he couldn't, so Thomas helped him back to the shed. Well, Thomas, he said, I've heard all about it and I'm very pleased with you. You're a really useful engine. James shall have some proper brakes and a new coat of paint, and you shall have a branch line all to yourself. Oh, thank you, sir, said Thomas. Now Thomas is as happy as can be. He has a branch line and 2 coaches called Annie and Clarabelle. He puffs proudly backwards and forwards with them all day. Suddenly, Thomas began to feel a pain in his boiler. Steam began to hiss from his safety valve in an alarming way. There's too much steam, said his driver. Oh dear, groaned Thomas. I'm going to burst. I'm going to burst. I didn't need that stupid old thing yesterday, and I shan't today. Snow can't stop me. He rushed into a tunnel thinking how clever he was, but there was trouble ahead. Cinders and ashes, said Thomas. What's your name? Asked the Fat Controller. Montague, sir, but I'm usually called Duck. They say I waddle. I don't really, sir, but I like Duck better than Montague. Good. Duck it shall be. Here, Percy, show Duck round. The 2 engines went off together. Soon they were very busy. James, Gordon, and Henry watched Duck quietly doing his work. Suddenly he heard an extraordinary noise. Whee! Bother, he said, and hurried to the yard. Duck and Percy calmly sat on the points outside the shed, refusing to let the engines in. Gordon, James, and Henry were furious. Stop that noise, bellowed the Fat Controller to wait for Henry's passengers. The fireman had forgotten all about Thomas's handbrake. Thomas simmered happily. Not long now, he thought, as he saw Henry slowly approaching. But Thomas's brakes were not hard on, and suddenly he felt his wheels begin to move. He tried to stop, but he couldn't without his driver and fireman. He tried to whistle a warning, but he couldn't do that either. The guard, driver, fireman, and passengers were all stranded on the platform. Stop! Stop! Shrieked Annie and Clarabelle. But Thomas, with plenty of steam, kept on going. The alarm went out down the line. Wait, I'm Great Western, and don't we know it? Ray groaned. The engines were glad when a visitor came. He purred smoothly towards them. The Fat Controller introduced him. Here is Diesel. I have agreed to give him a trial. He needs to learn. Please teach him, Duck. Good morning, heard Diesel in an oily voice. Pleased to meet you, Duck. Thomas suddenly remembered. Silly stick in the mud, he chuckled. I'll show them. Driver said I could manage without him. I'll just go out. Then I'll stop and wheesh. That'll make them jump. Thomas thought he was being clever. Really, he was only moving because a careless cleaner had meddled with his controls. He soon found his mistake. He tried to wheesh, but he couldn't. He tried to stop, but he couldn't. He just kept rolling along. He didn't dare look at what was coming next. There was the station master's house. The station master was about to have breakfast. Horrors! Cried Thomas and shut his eyes. The house rocked. Broken glass tinkled. Plaster was everywhere.
What a team! Scoop, you come with me to check out the roads. Muck and Lofty, I want you to pop up to the farm and make sure everything's all right up there.
What about me, Bob?
Don't worry, Dizzy. I'm sure you're all going to be needed on a day like this.
Can we clear it?
Yes, we
can! I think so. See you later.
Come on, Lofty. He's good, and the crowd roar! Yeah! No, Dizzy, stop!
There. That should do it. Oh, no!
Out! Oh, dear!
Uh-oh. There's trouble. Uh-oh. What a mess! I think we'd better put the window frames in properly before they fall out. I wonder if there's anything else that needs to be fixed here. Whoa, oh, oh.
1, 2, 3, mud pies away! Hey, what's going on? Oh, no, it's bad! Come back, can't catch me, can't catch me. Na, 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 na. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Fireman Sam's just finishing his breakfast. High winds this morning in South Wales, but moderating later in the day. Gale warnings in
I quite like windy days. Wind blows those cobwebs away. I know. I think I'll give Sarah and James a ring. Perhaps we could go to the park after I finish my shift. Odd. That's very odd. The phone's dead.
Mum. Oh, Darrow.
Now who needs the fire service? Get to work, man. Telegraph bell down on the Newtown Road. All present and correct, sir. Right, let's go.
Oh, steady on.
Uncle Sam's in a hurry today.
Now who needs the fire service? Barn fire, Pandy Lane Farm. Now, who needs the fire service?
All present and correct, sir.
Right, let's go.